Welcome to the Sportsfan1100 News. I am your host, the Sportsfan1100. This is episode 2 of the Sportsfan1100 News. Cue the intro. On September 24, 2013, State Representative Martin Walsh and City Councilor John Conley won Tuesday's preliminary election and will compete to become the next mayor of Boston. The two candidates selected from a field of 12 candidates will now move on to the November 5th general election date. With 96% of the precincts reporting, Walsh had 18% of the vote, followed by Conley at 17%. Walsh, the son of an Irish immigrant, is a favorite of organized labor. He himself has a union laborer, as was his father. He briefly worked in construction before taking a job with a local union. He ultimately became head of the Boston building trade, a position he left to run for mayor now. Walsh is shaped by challenges he faced early in life, including a battle with childhood cancer and struggles with alcoholism. He was first elected to the State House in 1997. He currently chairs the House Ethics Committee. He has focused on zoning and infrastructure issues and helped reform the state's public construction laws. One of Walsh's more controversial proposals as a mayoral candidate is to raise and redevelop the City Hall. He is a supporter of casinos in East Boston. On the other side, though, Conley, who grew up in Roselandale and lives in West Roxbury, ran a campaign based heavily on the issue of improving the Boston public school system. He is a supporter of the charter schools and wants to lift Boston's cap on charter schools. He has advocated for extending the school day, reforming the school assignment process, and partnering high schools with business unions and colleges. He wants to implement a citywide facilities plan and focus on recruiting and training for principals. Conley got support from a number of education reform advocates. Conley taught for 3 years in schools in New York and Boston before becoming an attorney. He was elected to the Boston City Council as an at-large councilor representing the entire city. Conley's campaign raised $1.16 million since the beginning of the year. We shall see on November 5th who has what it takes to succeed Mayor Menino as mayor. And now, on to some world news. Our second topic today is the Sochi 2014 gay disputes. Since the establishment of Pride House at the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver, Canada, pavilions welcoming and celebrating LGBT athletes and communities have been established at major sporting events, including the 2012 Summer Olympics and the UFA Euro 2012. And future Pride Houses are planned for the 2014 Commonwealth Games, 2015 Pan American Games, and the FIFA World Cup, and the other FIFA World Cup coming in 2018. An attempt to obtain a Pride House at the 2014 Winter Olympics has struck down by the Ministry of Justice, which refused to approve the registration of the NGO set up to organize the Pride House. The ban was upheld by, I'm going to butcher his name, but Krasnodar Karai, Judge Svitlana Mordavina, on the basis of Pride House inciting propaganda of non-traditional sexual orientations, which can undermine the security of the Russian society and the state, provoke social religious hatred, which is the features of extremist characters of the activity. Human Rights Watch noted the issues with the new Russian laws concerning homosexuality and called for the IOC to take into consideration the safety of any LGBT competitor. American and Russian gay rights group RUSA LGBT contacted the IOC regarding their concerns and have begun to petition sponsors such as Coca-Cola, Visa, Panasonic, Samsung, Prime, Procter, and Gamble to boycott the games due to Russian government's stance on homosexuality. Amid calls from the LGBT advocates for countries to boycott the Olympics, the IOC stated in August of 2013 that it had received assurance from the highest level of government in Russia that the legislation will not affect those attending or taking part in the games. This was contradicted in a statement 3 days later by the Russian ministry, which stated that the anti-propaganda laws would still be enforced in Sochi. The IOC also confirmed that they would enforce Rule 50 of the Olympic Charter, which forbids political protests against athletes who display support for the LGBT community. The IOC received additional assurance from the Russian government in August 2013, saying that they are committed to abiding by the Olympic Charter during the Olympic Games. And now, on to some sports news. The Falcons attempt to rally but fall to Brady and the Patriots. Tom Brady threw for 316 yards yesterday and 2 touchdowns as New England Patriots held off a furious Atlanta comeback Sunday night, beating the Falcons 30-23 to improve to a 4-0 start on the season. Since their near perfect season in 2007, Atlanta had a chance to tie it in the final minute, but Matt Ryan's 4-down pass went off the hands of Roddy White in the end zone with 36 seconds remaining in the game. The Patriots seemed in control with LeGarrette Blount scored on a 47-yard run, and Brady threw an 18-yard touchdown pass to Kembrell Tompkins. Tompkins finished with 6 catches for 127 yards, nearly as much as the first 3 games for his career. Julian Edelman chipped in with 118 yards on 7 receptions. Atlanta 1-3 is 2 games below 500 for the first time since 2007. I am the Sports 100 and peace out. See you next time for another edition of the Sports 100 News. Thanks for watching.